Bertle Productions presents how to make a candle out of a wax candy drink thing. And while I'm showing you that, I'm going to tell you the story about how we came across this knife. Me and Santiago were going up to Taos. No, we're going up to Eagle's Nest, I think. Yeah, Eagle's Nest Lake. Okay, first you cut the top off. You don't have to use a knife. I'm just using a knife to illustrate the point in the story, which is where the knife came from. First, you got to drink everything in here. I'm not going to show you how to do that. You're going to have to figure that out on your own. The sucking sounds might actually give you some explanation if you're wondering still. And then next you take the wax, which you've received, and you flatten it out as good as you can because you wanted to squeeze all the juices out. And you squeeze it all out as flat as possible. Juice in the candle is not good for the candle to burn, I don't think. I haven't tried that experiment yet. Someone else could do that one. I'm not leaving any juice. You rip off anything like a rag, and you rip it into about the same length as the candle. I make 2 of them because it's a pretty good chunk of cloth there. And if it's like a small piece of thread, you might want to use a bunch more. Not maybe like 10 or 15 threads. Give you a decent candle. This candle, the way I make it right now, has a bunch of threads in there because I ripped off the edge of the towel. This used to be towel or a washcloth or something like that. And if you see what I'm doing, I'm putting it inside and I'm folding the wax around the wick. And I've tried to incorporate the lid. We found this knife up at Eagle's Nest at a rest stop. And at the rest stop on the side of the road, just up around the bend from the town of Eagle's Nest Lake, wherever that road was going. I don't know if we went all the way down that road, but it goes up around the pass. And that's where I got out and explored some of the hills up around there, and I found this park. But the park was closed off, and I went up scaled some rocks that were sliding. But when I came back to camp, Santiago had firewood, everything ready. He even had a knife he found on the ground that was open. And we had some Dinty Moore stew, I think. But I spilled some of it on the fire. We had 2 of them. Remember I spilled some on the fire and you're like, man, that's okay. I think you had a banana or something like you'd eaten or like you didn't even want as much. And you said, it's okay, man. I felt really stupid because we had the whole fire and everything going. This usually doesn't work, so I just take it off. And these things can go for like 10 minutes. I recorded one with a movie the other day. And I thought people might want to know about what type of candle it was, because they can make them themselves in a small amount of time. Come on. I made 2 of them already. This is the 3rd one. If it doesn't catch soon, I'm going to have to make a whole other video to explain this again, because this is just ridiculous. Did it quick last time. I think I have too much.
Oh, yeah, it lit right up, man.
I think I have too much wick, and that's my problem. And not enough wax to let it go. So the wax coming. There we go. So that's a potential problem. That's kind of why I wanted to incorporate this
Didn't
this
work
wax
out on that
lid,
one.
like if you can actually avoid taking the wax lid off and cutting it off, maybe you can just poke a hole in it or something to suck it out, might be better. Because that is a flaw. Like if you don't, that's the spot of least wax right there, and as it's melting, it needs the wax to keep going, because that's its fuel. These candles can go for like 10 minutes, like I said, and it's just a piece of candy. You get more energy from the wax candle than you do from the candy, I think. I mean, there could be a mathematical check on that.
You're not using the batteries on your flashlight.
Well, that's the video. I already recorded the candle burning, so that's it for this one.